Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my favorite products from the brand Essence. I filmed a video like this about 2 years ago, but I've discovered a lot of amazing products from the brand since then, so I wanted to come back and update you and let you know which products I think are worth checking out. What's really nice about Essence is they keep their products very low priced. A lot of brands are continuously raising their prices, and some of the prices are like $15 and $16, and you're paying almost as much as you are for high-end makeup. But a lot of the products from Essence are under $5. In fact, I think only 2 products in today's video are over $5. So if you really are looking for super affordable makeup that performs well, I think you guys will enjoy these products. They are cruelty-free, a lot of the products are vegan, and if I'm missing anything in today's video that you really love from the brand, please let me know in the comment section below so I can test it out. So the other day I filmed the drugstore makeup tag, and I actually talked about the best and worst eyeshadow formulas at the drugstore, and for worst, I actually mentioned Essence and Catrice, but I completely forgot that I had recently tried out these Melted Chrome Eyeshadows. These are so gorgeous. They're a little bit newer to me. I think I purchased them on a whim maybe like a month ago from Ulta, just because I was really curious as I was scrolling through the different Essence products, and I am so glad that I did because these are gorgeous. In fact, I think I'm going to purchase the other shades. If you guys have tried the ColourPop Super Shock shadows, these kind of remind me of that formula, but these are almost a little bit more lightweight and they feel more like a true powder. The ColourPop Super Shock shadows definitely have a creamy aspect to them, and these do as well, but I just feel like they are a little bit more lightweight and they almost apply better. They're very, very smooth and easy to work with. I just like to apply them with my finger, but you can take a brush and kind of smooth them all over the eyes, and they are so intense. They just kind of look like you're applying a really gorgeous liquid metallic shadow all over the lids, but they're powder. So I personally have a more difficult time working with liquid shadows and I do prefer powders, and these are so gorgeous. If you're looking to refresh your collection and you don't want an entire palette or you don't want to spend a lot of money, maybe pick up 1 or 2 of these singles, and I think they look so pretty with any eyeshadow. I won't spend too much time on these 2 products because I've talked about them on my channel for years, but it wouldn't be an Essence favorites video if I didn't mention the Lash Princess mascaras. I have 2 that I love and I continuously repurchase. The first one is the False Lash Effect mascara. This one makes your lashes so long. I don't think that I've ever tried another mascara that is as great at providing length as this one. I'll use it on its own. I'll use it in combination with other mascaras that just don't give me enough length, because this one makes my lashes look super long. My natural lashes are very short, very sparse, and I don't know what kind of magic is in this formula, but it really just stretches them to the point where they almost reach my brows. So if you're looking for a lengthening mascara, I do recommend this one. They also have a waterproof version, which I like as well. I also really like the Essence Lash Princess Volume Mascara. This one does not provide as much length, but it does kind of lift and curl your lashes. So if you have lashes that are easily weighed down or you have very straight lashes, this might be a great option for you. I personally don't curl my lashes because I am so scared of eyelash curlers. I always feel like I'm going to pinch my eyelid. So instead, I'll just reach for a mascara that kind of lifts and curls, and this one is a great option. Sometimes I'll even use this as a base mascara and then go in with the other one to lengthen, so they work great together, or you can use them separately, but I do repurchase these all the time. Earlier this year, Essence released a few cheek palettes, including this Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder Palette, and I honestly didn't expect to like this as much as I do, and the only reason is because I usually have trouble with matte bronzers. A lot of them tend to be very patchy, they skip on me, they don't look very smooth on my skin, so I typically don't try a lot of new bronzers these days. I mean, at this point, I'm kind of getting into bronzer because it is summer, and I've kind of discovered like some warm shimmery bronzers I enjoy, but as far as matte bronzers go, I usually stick with what I know. I'm so glad I decided to try this out because I use this all the time. This formula is so smooth and easy to work with. This entire palette is $9.99, which is more than some of the Essence products, but it comes with 4 bronzers. You get a ton of product in here, and chances are you probably won't need all 4 of these shades, but if you're someone who self-tans, or you're, starting your makeup kit, or you just like having a couple of different options, then I think this will be such a great choice for you. I do use the deeper shades as eyeshadows, the lighter shades as bronzers, but it applies so nicely nicely to the skin. I'll get to the other palette in just a second, but I did want to mention these blushes by Essence. They come in 4 different shades. I have 2 shades. I have Befitting, which is a really pretty like medium pink, and then I also have Bespoke, which has been my go-to blush, you know, since I purchased this maybe a month ago. They're very blendable and smooth. Out of the 2, I definitely prefer the shade Bespoke because it has a little bit of like this natural sheen to it, and it looks so gorgeous on the cheeks. I do like matte blushes, but I love blushes that just have like a slight sheen to them because they look really healthy. They give you a natural glow, and because I go in with so many mattifying base products, it's kind of nice to add like a hint of, you know, a natural sheen, a natural luminosity back to the skin with my cheek products, especially because I do tend to struggle with texture on my cheeks. So products like this just glide over, you know, any skin issues that I have so beautifully, and they look really, really gorgeous on the skin. So I love these blushes. They're $3, which is crazy to me. So if there's a shade that you think you will like, I think you'll enjoy the formula a lot. So along with that bronzer palette, they did release 2 different highlighter palettes. They have a lighter one and also a deeper one, which is really nice because you can obviously choose the one that works well for you depending on your skin tone. I do have the lighter one. So this one is the Pure Nude Highlighter palette, and it comes with 4 different shades. Again, this palette is $9.99. So you get 4 different highlighters for $10, which is a steal because a lot of drugstore brands sell single highlighters for $10 or even more. So I love the fact that you do get 4 different options because you can mix them together, you can wear them alone. Typically when I have a palette like this, I love mixing them together, but I also love especially that pink shade alone because it's just a really beautiful color. I kind of feel like highlighter palettes are a thing of the past and a lot of brands aren't doing them as much these days, but I do think they are fun, especially if the shades are all shades you think you'll wear, and I do end up reaching for these. This formula is a little bit more powdery than the bronzer palette, but I do think once they're on the cheeks, they look really beautiful. You can kind of tap off any excess, and what I like about these is they look a little bit more subtle on the skin. I've heard a couple people describe them as really intense, and I think you can build them up, but for me, compared to some of my other like super intense highlighters, these are a little bit more subtle, and I like that because I do, again, kind of deal with a lot of texture issues on my cheeks. So this formula is nice because it's not super blinding, it's not super intense, and I don't feel like it really enhances a lot of the texture that I have going on compared to other formulas. And again, you get 4 shades for $10. I also wanted to mention the original Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in today's video as well. I've had this in my collection for such a long time. This was definitely one of the first products that I purchased from Essence, and it's such a beautiful natural highlighter formula. I honestly don't think I have anything as subtle as this in my collection, but this is going to be such a great choice for those of you that don't necessarily love highlighter, but kind of want to try it out. It just has this gorgeous like peachy champagne tone to it, but it barely shows up on the skin, and that might not be appealing to you if you like a really blinding highlight, but if you're someone who's pretty intimidated by really intense highlighters, you might want to try this one out because it barely looks like you're wearing highlighter. It almost looks like your skin just has this natural luminosity to it. A few years ago, they did release some additional shades, some deeper shades, and I think some more like colorful shades as well. So there might be a better shade in this line that works well for you, but I just think the formula is nice. It's a little bit more of a matte formula and it just looks great on the skin. So if you like a subtle highlight, this might be the better option for you. I think Essence has actually made a lot of amazing lip products over the years, and they do sometimes come out with new formulas, they repackage them, but they're usually under $5, and I think they perform just as great as some of my high-end products. So I actually just recently tested out these new lip liners. These are their Stay 8-Hour lip liners, and I'm kind of like in a rut where I just tend to reach for the same lip liner formula over and over. I usually just wear the ColourPop lippy pencils, but I wanted to give these a shot because these are only $3. They claim to be waterproof and they claim to stay in place for 8 hours, and these are so good. They do have 8 shades on Ulta's website, but I just purchased 2. I have like a mauve pink, and then I also have a red, and these are great because they are pretty precise. Like the tip is pretty small. They do come with a sharpener, so you can sharpen it if that's something you're interested in, but I find that as I use it, I don't really need to sharpen it. They go on really, really smoothly, but they do dry down. They kind of have like a little bit of a tacky feel to them. So when you apply lipstick on top, they really lock onto that lipstick and hold it in place. You can also wear these on their own or wear them under a gloss. I do that as well, but I'm just so impressed by this formula. Again, $2.99 is crazy to me because I have a more expensive formula. I mean, I have some Charlotte Tilbury lip liners, and these actually perform better in my mind. So I think I will end up buying additional shades and just have them in my collection because I really haven't discovered a lot of lip liner formulas that I love, but I can definitely say that I love these. Essence has a lipstick line called This Is Nude. When they first released it, I think there were maybe like 8 shades in the line, but they've expanded it and now there are 20 different shades. So if you're looking for the perfect nude for your skin tone, this is going to be a great line to check out because they have nudes that will work for everyone. What's nude on me isn't necessarily going to be nude on you. So they have light shades, they have mid-tone shades, they also have some deep shades, some more pinky tones. There are so many different options. My personal favorite is the shade 03 Bold. This is the one that I'm wearing today. It has a little bit of a pink undertone. I will say that the colors online don't necessarily match the lipsticks in real life. So if you're looking for a shade, it might actually be more beneficial to Google swatches, and then you can see what the true color looks like. I'll swatch the 3 that I have for you guys so you can get a feel for these 3. But like I said, there are 20 shades to choose from. But they're just smooth and easy to work with. Like, let me show you guys. So if you just swipe it on the hand, you get such intense color payoff, and they are very, very moisturizing. I will say that if you press too hard, you can kind of move the lipstick around because they are so soft, but they're just really comfortable on the lips. They're incredibly moisturizing. It feels like you're wearing almost like a lip balm. There is a little bit of a scent. They have like a fruity scent to them. I might even describe it as like a slightly chemical smelling scent, but once they're on the lips, you can't smell it. If you're super sensitive to scents, that might actually bother you. So I just wanted to mention that, but I think that this formula is so good. I have talked about these on my channel before. These are the Essence Plumping Nudes Lip Glosses. I do have 2 shades. One is a little bit more sheer. One is slightly more pigmented. These just look rough, the packaging, because I throw these in my bag, in my car. I bring them with me all the time because they're really comfortable. I did a video not too long ago where I compared these to the Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine glosses, and I think the formula is so similar. They have like this plush, cushiony feel to them. So they're not sticky and they're not super thick, but they just feel like luxurious on the lips, if you know that makes sense to you. I think that some glosses that aren't sticky can be a little bit thin and they wear away very quickly, but these last on the lips for a good amount of time. I mean, not all day by any means. You will have to apply them over if you want to, you know, wear it for the whole day. But for a lip gloss that's not sticky, I do feel like the staying power is pretty good. I thought I was finished and then I remembered 2 more products I wanted to include. So I didn't apply these 2 on camera because they're kind of like last minute additions, and I don't know how I almost left them out because I love both of these. The first one is the Essence Micro Precise Brow Pencil. So this comes in 3 shades. I do have the darkest shade, and I actually tried this for the first time when I was looking for a dupe for an hourglass pencil. There's this hourglass pencil that is super small and precise, and I really enjoyed it, but I couldn't justify repurchasing it because I went through it pretty quickly and it's expensive. I think it's like 7 or 8 times the price of this product. So I was so excited when I tried this one. I think some of you guys recommended this to me. It's just a very, very small, precise brow pencil that helps you create very natural hair-like strokes. I don't have a lot of brow hair. My brows end like right here. So I kind of have to draw on the front of the brows. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it doesn't. But this product is nice because it does help me create like very thin strokes. Sometimes even regular brow pencils are a little bit too big to create natural strokes. So this one is perfect. I also love the formula because it's a really rich, intense formula. Some brow pencils are just a little bit too waxy, a little bit too light, and this one is great. So again, there are only 3 shades, but if you can find a shade that works well for you, I think you'll enjoy it. I think it's like $3. And the last product is something that I really have mentioned so many times on my channel, but of course I have to share it again. It is the Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. This is one of my go-to powders, especially during the summertime. It's a super mattifying formula, so if you have really oily skin or you just need a good touch-up powder for those really hot days, this one is perfect. You can throw it in your bag with a brush or a sponge and just kind of touch things up. My skin's actually getting a little bit oily because I've been sitting under these hot lights. So what I like to do is just take like a beauty sponge or even a brush and just kind of apply a little bit where I'm starting to look oily, and it honestly just mattifies things. You can also use it to set your foundation into place as well. It is a pretty powdery product, but I kind of like that because my skin is so oily that I feel like it keeps my skin matte longer. But those are all of the products I wanted to share with you guys in today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful if you were trying to decide which products to try from the brand. If there are any products that you recommend that I didn't share in today's video, please let me know in the comment section below so I can try them out. And I'll see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye.